U.S. men's soccer teams are wearing social justice messages on their warm-up jackets because that's just how we're rolling. So much so, it's annoying the living daylights out of me and many others, except for the social justice nut jobs looking at it, getting tears of joy. Oh, they conform to us. They put messages on the back of their jerseys, and they covered everything. And now they're woke. We're all woke, praying to their woke gods. So much so, here's my U.S. men's national team jersey. No patch. No patch. Well, don't need it. Actually, I needed the patch for a character I'm doing, which you'll find out shortly. But we have Gregg Berhalter on. He's going to give us tactics. So we're going to bring on Gregg Berhalter on the podcast a lot to understand the tactics of how to possess the ball. But first, let's go ahead and talk about U.S. men's soccer team. They're wearing their social justice messages on their warm-up jackets because they need to educate you, the ignorant fools of the world that don't understand. And by reading their warm-up jackets, you will be healed and cleansed from the evilness of this world. This is reporting from Fox News. The U.S. men's soccer team took the pitch before a friendly match against Wales on Thursday night, wearing social justice messages on their warm-up jackets before kickoff. So woke. We're all woke. If all of us could just be a little woke, life would be just perfect. And that's how we roll. The players wore the messages, "Be the change," in blue on red backgrounds. And several others wore individual messages on the back of them, such as the phrases included: "Stop racism," "Believe to achieve." That's Gregg Berhalter's favorite, line. I think he hand-stitched that in on the warm-ups himself. "Unite in truth. Spread love, not hate. Black Lives Matter. And for social justice." Awesome. That's what we do in the United States. We create more drama. That's all we're doing. It's disgusting. What, you don't support Black Lives Matter and social injustice and spreading love and not hate? You don't support? No, I don't support these mother flippers coming out and just say, this is common knowledge, but you're going to tell us to do it, and they're not going to follow it. Here's my problem. So I know I have a friend, an acquaintance, we'll say. He is very lefty, and on his Facebook page, he decided he was going to put on wear your dang mask. Just do what you're told and wear your face mask. This guy's a high school coach. And he's getting frustrated because he's about to lose his high school season because everything's shut down from all the testing we're doing. And everyone's dying. I don't know of anybody dying. I don't know hardly anyone that has COVID or anything like that. But it's real. I get it's real. But might be overblown, kind of like the election was overblown. Donald Trump was overblown. BLM was overblown. All this stuff was overblown. Landon Donovan is overblown. We got all the craziness of the world. We're just getting inundated with just too much. So this moron decided he was going to educate us on the importance of staying 6 feet away. Look what I'm wearing here. I got this from 6 feet to compete. See, I'm woke. I'm supporting the cause of 6 feet to compete. Are you sure that's what the science is based on? Well, yeah, that's what the science is based on. If you want to compete at a high level, you must be 6 feet or taller. That's what it means to me. So this moron decided to educate us and tell us, you better do what you're told. You better stay 6 feet apart. You better wear your mask. And you better do it. 3 days later, this guy posts on Facebook working a high school football game, taking a picture with someone he's worked with right next to him. No mask. Either one of them. They weren't 6 feet apart. They were touching each other. They were announcing a football game. They were doing the scoreboard and stuff, and they decided that was appropriate. He posts this on Facebook, and of course people are attacking him for it, and he removed it. I screenshotted it just to have it, and I'm not going to put it up, but I'm going to send this podcast to him. Who are these people? They get off on telling us what to do, wearing these jackets and all this stuff, and they, whatever, and they're probably bending, their belief system. How can you go off and say, do this? You do it, not me, you do it. And then have the intelligence to post it on Facebook. You do what you're told, not me. That's the problem. And here's the thing. I'm totally against anyone telling anyone what to do. Oh, what about their safety? You have to protect. No, you don't. You have the choice of never leaving your house. Do that. I'm about that. But I'm also a conformist. I wear my mask. I stay away from people. I do that, but I'm not telling people to do it. I'm not being the on the Facebook and Twitter and all that and say, do it, or I'm gonna Karen you. I'm gonna throw a fit, and then just go out there and be such a hypocrite. It's a problem, my friends. It's a problem. He removed on Facebook. I'm so glad he screenshotted it. I want to so badly. I wanted to post on his frickin' Facebook page of him with his whole wokeness and all his woke followers saying, yeah, I wear my mask, and then I just want to post a screenshot of it saying 3 days later after the frickin' rant. That got me going a little nutty. But to finish the article of the woke U.S. men's national team, with the goal of inspiring action on social justice issues. Oops. Golly, I'm so bad at this stupid thing. I need a producer. With the goal of inspiring action on social justice issues, all the players had Be the Change adorned on the front of their anthem jackets, the spirit of their messages, and their interlocking arms. And only one of them had, he was interlocking arms, but he made sure he's putting his hand on his heart. And there's these poor guys in there. I know there's probably half of them like, I don't want to be doing this, but I have to conform because the lefties will throw a fit and all this stuff and whatever. The spirit of the message is that each and every person has the ability, opportunity, and responsibility to make a difference in our own way. Just ask Landon Donovan. U.S. coach Gregg Berhalter, which we have him on. He'll be coming on shortly. No joke. He'll be here. Said he was proud of the players, according to ESPN. I am also proud of the fact that the players came together and thought about how to activate social justice with Be the Change. He said, when you saw the lineup at the anthems and the jackets, we want change. And I was really proud of the guys for doing what they're told, and obeying, because that's what it's about with the left. It's about obeying. I'm all about freedom. And freedom. Okay? If you want to do abortion, all that, do it. Don't care. Just don't make me be part of it. Because if I choose not to do those kinds of things, I don't want to do it. And I'm not going to go on Facebook and be like, rah, murderer. No. Do you. God will deal with those things according to your God, whatever. I'm not dealing with it. And don't make me pay for it either. I want freedom. Freedom for the soccer players on the field. Freedom for these poor U.S. men's national team players that don't want to wear crap, be NASCAR drivers all over their warm-ups with advertisements of, if we put these slogans on, people will change. What the? No, they won't. If you keep talking about it, it's going to keep reappearing. It's going to be a problem. If you want things to go away, stop talking about it and just be kind. Minus the emblems we have to put on our bodies. 6 feet to compete. I agree. I wish I was 6 foot or taller and I could compete, but I'm 5'10", so I can't. I was an excellent volleyball player. I'm sorry, but Berhalter can just wait a little bit longer. He's just waiting to jump on it. He'll be here shortly. I was an amazing volleyball player. Amazing. If they had a 6 foot and below category, I would have been in the AVP. I was that good. But I wasn't 6 foot, so I couldn't compete. 6 feet to compete. Yeah. All right. No further ado. We got Gregg Berhalter coming on right now. Let's bring him on. Tactics with Gregg Berhalter. Players, how to play out of the back. Give you an example. I had a player approach me. I will not say his name, about how can we possess with 3 in the back when they're playing with 3 forwards high pressing. I said, very simply, believe. And if you believe, you will achieve. And if it doesn't work out, it's okay. We have each other's backs. And that's what we need to talk about, is about having each other's backs and being persistent in a culture where we can get people off balance and continue to be dynamic, and play a system that is not only pleasing to the eye, it will be a style that will be effective to win trophies. Now we know.
Knowing is half the battle.
Gregg Berhalter. So we got to hand it out to Gregg. Gregg came on short notice to give us tactics, and Gregg's going to be coming by often to give us tactics, his tactics, so we can all be educated and we can all become better. And and that's exciting for this podcast. I had to purchase it. I mean, my podcast sponsors the Gregg Berhalter tactics that we're doing. Yeah, so we're excited about that. And people are always asking, how long is Gregg Berhalter going to have his job? I'm like, for a very long time. A very long time. Why? Because he makes the minimum, whatever that is. Like, he had a $200,000 signing bonus. He's making, I think, $250,000 salary, which is pretty, insignificant compared to our previous national team coach, which in 2019 we paid him $1.8 million as a salary, and we got to deal with that. And we also have the U.S. women's national team staff, Megan Rapinoe and company, suing U.S. Soccer, and so we're in all kinds of problems financially, and it's a problem. But that's why we got to keep Gregg where he's at. Gregg doesn't demand much money. He's very cheap, and we need him more than anything. We need him, especially his tactics, and his tactics are quite brilliant. And we're going to have him on quite a bit. We like Gregg Berhalter. He has a lot to offer, a lot to say in this podcast. So we're going to have him on quite a bit, and we're excited about that. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday and weekend, and we'll see you the following day, because I'm going to start doing this 7 days a week. Peace.